In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to start an LLC in California and break down the total cost involved step by step. Hey guys, welcome back to BizBuilders, your go-to source for everything business formation and entrepreneurship. Now, if you're thinking about starting a business in California, you probably already know it's one of the most exciting and opportunity-filled states in the country. But let's be real, California has a reputation for being a bit more complicated and expensive than other states when it comes to forming an LLC. There are a few extra steps, some unique fees, and a couple of things you really need to watch out for, especially if you want to avoid surprises down the road. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to form your California LLC, what to expect at each step, and what your total investment will be, both upfront and ongoing. If you want to skip to a specific section, check the timestamps below. And if you find this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more business formation guides, and drop a comment if you have questions about California LLCs. And if you want someone to handle all the California paperwork for you, I've got an exclusive discount link for Northwest Registered Agent in the description. So let's start with why California is such a unique place to form an LLC. The state is home to the world's 5th largest economy, and whether you're in tech, entertainment, food, or professional services, there's a massive market here. But California also has some unique requirements like the annual franchise tax, the statement of information, and a few more steps than you might see elsewhere. The good news is once you know what to expect, the process is manageable. The Secretary of State's office is actually pretty efficient with online filings, and you can get your LLC started quickly if you're prepared. Now, if you want to form your LLC yourself, here's what you need to know. First, you'll need to pick a unique name for your LLC that meets California's naming requirements. You can check name availability for free on the California Secretary of State website. It's smart to have a couple of backup names just in case your first choice is taken. Next, you'll need to appoint a registered agent. This is someone with a California address who can receive legal mail for your LLC. If you live in California, you can be your own registered agent. If you don't, or if you want privacy, you'll need to hire a registered agent service. This usually costs around $100 to $150 per year. After that, you'll file your articles of organization online through the California Secretary of State's website. You'll need to provide your LLC name, registered agent info, business address, and whether your LLC will be member managed or manager managed. The filing fee is $70. California typically processes online filings within a few business days, but you're not done yet. Within 90 days of forming your LLC, you need to file a statement of information. This is a simple online filing that costs $20 and keeps your LLC in good standing. You'll need to update this every 2 years, and it's a quick process. Then you'll want to get an EIN from the IRS. This is your LLC's tax ID number, and it's completely free if you do it yourself online. You'll need this for taxes, opening a business bank account, and hiring employees. California requires every LLC to have an operating agreement, even if you're a single member LLC. You don't have to file it with the state, but you do need to have it on hand. You can use a template for $50 to $100, or you can hire an attorney if you want something more customized. Now here's the big one. California requires every LLC to pay an annual franchise tax of $800 due by the 15th day of the 4th month after your LLC is formed, and every year after that. This is the biggest ongoing cost for California LLCs, so don't forget about it. If your LLC makes more than $250,000 in annual gross receipts, you'll also owe an additional LLC fee, which is calculated on a sliding scale. So if you're comfortable with paperwork and have a little time to spare, you can definitely form your California LLC yourself. The Secretary of State's website is user-friendly and the instructions are clear. Okay, so let's be honest, most people don't want to spend their time reading state statutes or worrying about missing a step. That's where Northwest Registered Agent comes in. If you want the quickest and easiest way to form your LLC in California, Northwest is honestly the best option I've found. You just click the link in the description or pinned comment, and it takes you straight to their LLC formation page. The first thing they ask is which state you want to form your LLC in, so you just select California from the drop-down and hit start. From there, you enter your desired business name, and their system checks to make sure it meets California's requirements. You fill in some basic details about yourself and your business, and Northwest automatically sets themselves up as your registered agent, which means you don't have to worry about your personal address being on public record. You'll enter your business address and ownership information, and then you'll see a few optional extras like getting your EIN or having them create your operating agreement for you. You can add those if you want or skip them if you'd rather handle those steps yourself. After that, you just review everything, submit your order, and you're done. Northwest handles the actual filing with the state, and you can track everything from your dashboard while your LLC gets approved. The whole process on your end takes less than 10 minutes, and you don't have to worry about missing a step or making a mistake. What I really like about Northwest is they're not pushy with upsells, their pricing is transparent, and their customer service is actually helpful if you have questions. They also send you compliance reminders for annual reports, franchise tax, and other deadlines, so you don't have to worry about missing anything important down the road. If you want to save time, avoid paperwork, and make sure your LLC is set up correctly the first time, Northwest Registered Agent is honestly the fastest and easiest way to do it in California. Now, let's break down the real costs, both upfront and ongoing, so you know exactly what to expect. Now, I'm going to be throwing out a lot of numbers here, so you might want to grab a pen and paper right now. Okay, so the state filing fee for your articles of organization is $70. The statement of information is $20. The annual franchise tax is $800 due every year. If you need a registered agent, that's typically $100 to $150 per year. Getting your EIN is free if you do it yourself, but some services charge $50 to $100 for this. An operating agreement template is $50 to $100 or more if you hire an attorney. So for your first year, if you do everything yourself and serve as your own registered agent, you're looking at $70 for filing, $20 for the statement of information, $800 for the franchise tax, and maybe $50 for an operating agreement template. That's $940 total. If you use a registered agent and a formation service, add $100 to $150 for the agent and $150 to $300 for the service. If you use a registered agent and a formation service, add $100 to $150 for the agent and $150 to $300 for the service. So more realistic total for most people is $1,200 to $1,400 for the first year. Ongoing costs after that are $800 for the franchise tax, $20 for the statement of information every 2 years, $100 to $150 for a registered agent, and whatever you spend on insurance and baking. If your LLC makes more than $250,000 in gross receipts, don't forget the additional LLC fee, which starts at $900 and goes up based on your revenue. So to sum it up, forming an LLC in California is simple whether you do it yourself or use a service. If you're comfortable with the online forms and want to save a little money, the DIY route is totally doable. But if you want to get it done in under 10 minutes, avoid all the hassle, and have ongoing support, Northwest Registered Agent is the way to go. Now, if you found this guide helpful, give it a thumbs up so other entrepreneurs can find it. Subscribe to BizBuilders for more business formation guides, and drop a comment below if you have questions about California LLCs or want to share your experience. And remember, if you want to get your California LLC started the quick and easy way, use our special discount link for Northwest Registered Agent in the description or pinned comment below the video. Thanks for watching, and here's to building your business in California the smart way. See you in the next video.